everyone, and welcome back to the Metro. We're diving into the first look at Metro 2039. Brand new Metro game from 4A Games and Deep Silver. So very excited to look into this one. So I've played the original trilogy. I have yet to play Metro Awakening, the VR game. I will be getting to it soon because this game drops and they go, hey, it's coming out at the end of the year. Which is amazing. I love the reveal to release being so damn close together. We're going to dive into this first look here. It's a 15-minute video that includes like the reveal trailer plus some dev talk, I believe. So let's see what this is about because I'm just immensely excited for new Metro. Love the series so much. Happy to see it continue. Let's see how much things have changed since Metro Exodus. Inspired by the worldwide bestseller, proudly made in Ukraine.
I ask you, do you want to come out of the darkness and become a pure nation? I ask you, are you ready for great changes under the guidance of a great leader? If you are, then wake up and open the door for the noble right. Wake up! Wake up. Wake up to a pure nation. Clean air. Bright future.
Getting like the Mad Max, like, wake up, Max, wake up! Like haunted by the traumatic past.
The noble right says comply. The people say I.
No.
Fear not the enemy's threats, for the Führer hunter protects you.
Where are they taking them? Can you hear me?
They do. We hear everything. But you don't let them speak.
No. It's not about me. I won't ask again.
It's all about you. Sleep.
This shit's crazy.
All together now, children.
The Novak is our home. Either we destroy or we are destroyed. No one will mourn us if we die. Mercy is weakness.
Our enemies have no pity for us. The enemy must be destroyed.
The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed.
holy shit, dude, the unreliable narration element where we're just like fucking tripping, and then you think that you've been brought out of the vision for a second, or like the hallucination, and then that was one as you're right back. Unless we're like having moments of like, I think we might be like flashing back throughout this guy's life, maybe, or he's also tripping. Like there's also the dark ones that are just like also trying to push onto him. Crazy levels going on in this trailer. The way that this is presented is fucking terrifying and so cool at the same time. Let's kill some more Nazis. We got the Spartan symbol on the helmet. It appears that the devastation we brought upon ourselves was complete. Heaven, hell, and purgatory were atomized as well. God damn. Back into the metro for the end of the trailer. So, when a soul leaves the body, it has nowhere to go and must remain here, in the metro.
Thank you for joining us today as we reveal Metro 2039, the next installment in the Metro franchise. We at 4A Games are really proud to show you what we have been working on all these years.
All right, before we dive into that and we talk about it, we got to go over the trailer first, and then we'll see what they want to talk about. Visually, fucking gorgeous. I assume this is our new guy. I don't think we're doing Artyom, which I'm kind of fine with, because you know it's obviously clear that the series of Metro can go beyond Artyom. Just insane visuals. I am really excited and scared to see which direction this is going to take. But obviously, you can tell from just the fucking grim visuals that we're seeing, it's gonna be dark. We have seen there's been quite a few posts from the actual author of the Metro novels. He's been like working alongside the developers, like with this story in mind. It's the darkest thing that he's ever done. He's feeling very, very good about it. So this is awesome to like have that in mind going into this game.
I know it's been a while since you last heard from us, but stick with us for a continued first look at Metro 2039.
Metro 2039 takes you to the dark heart of the Moscow Metro, where the last survivors of the nuclear apocalypse struggle to exist in the tunnels and subways of the ruined city. Hope is lost. The future looks bleak, if there is one.
The underground factions and station communities have all been united under one banner, the No Reich, led by a new Führer, the legendary Spartan, Hunter. Führer promises a new life for the people up on the surface.
Hunter? Are you kidding? Oh my, what the fuck?
The No Reich, led by a new Führer, the legendary Spartan, Hunter.
Oh,
Führer
dude.
promises.
That's a fucking direction. The legendary Spartan Hunter becomes the next Führer. My guy, what happened? Oh no.
A new life for the people up on the surface. In reality, they are trapped down in the metro, flooded with propaganda, misinformation, and fear. The people suffer under his authoritarian regime and the brutal belief, if it's hostile, you kill it.
Our games explore what humans were before the world ended, what they became after, and what are they willing to do to live another day. The meaning has always been about preventing war.
But now, war is our reality, and our message has shifted to be about the consequences, the cost of silence, the horrors of tyranny, and the price of freedom.
You will explore these themes through our voiced protagonist, the Stranger, a recluse plagued by his violent nightmares, forced to undertake a harrowing journey back down to the metro.
Voiced protagonist. He was talking a lot, but you never know. Honestly, I've been waiting for this. There's so many moments in Metro Exodus where Artyom, I'm like, hey buddy, talk to your wife. Talk to your wife. I get the silent protagonist angle. Happy to have it be something that fits in with like the story and the narrative that they've created. That is cool. So we've got the stranger. Also on their message, this only makes so much fucking sense. Obviously, they're going through fucking war. Obviously, they're going to be doubling down on what the story has always been about, even more so with the harsh realities, feeding fiction to further enhance the narrative, which I think is really powerful stuff.
A place he swore to never return.
But we must return to tell the story we want to tell.
You can expect a much darker tone this time around. A handcrafted, story-driven, single-player campaign where you'll feel the weight of the rotting world pushing down on you, forcing you deeper into your claustrophobic nightmares.
We will go where the worst of humanity can be on a full display.
The thing is, we are not romanticizing the post-apocalypse or making a theme park out of it. Metro has always been a more tragic view on our actions as humanity.
Yeah.
Then, tragedy came to us.
Everything we had planned for the next chapter of Metro changed in 2020, and more significantly, in 2022.
When Russia's full-scale invasion began, it changed the lives of everyone in the studio, but more so of our team and families in Ukraine.
The war has shaped us, and we have changed the story to be even more about choices, actions, consequences, and what you have to pay to have a future. Reality forced us to take a different approach, told from a uniquely Ukrainian perspective. But this is still a Metro story in the Metro universe.
We are a team of fighters, Kозацького роду. We will push through no matter what. Getting electricity from generators or batteries, power outages or sheltering from rocket and drone attacks are interrupting, but not stopping us from making what we deeply believe, what we do best. Of course, taking care of the family is the biggest priority. Sometimes you just put your head down and focus on work, but it's each other's support that keeps you running.
Our studio was born in Ukraine and remains majority Ukrainian, but our team has come from over 25 different countries. Despite this, we all work together with the Ukrainian spirit for our projects.
Growing up in Ukraine, especially in the 90s, made us strong in many ways. Not taking anything for granted, understanding that ideas and achievements are something you have to fight for. And this grew into a mentality of courage, a mentality of pride.
We have always been a studio built around one idea: make worlds you can feel. We are craftsmen and artists, people with passion who want to tell stories.
Basically, we make stuff that we want to play.
We build worlds with details that make a place believable. The kind of details you don't notice on the surface, but you feel it immediately.
It all started as a family of dreamers 20 years ago, with courage, audacity, and the desire to do something more meaningful and more mature.
Whether it's the team in Kyiv or Malta, we are all set on making an experience that is truly Metro. There is only Metro, nothing else.
To build that truly Metro experience at the level of atmosphere and detail we aim for, we rely on something we've invested in for decades now: our own engine and tools.
4A Engine is purpose-built to make the games that we want to make. If we need to build a new feature or do something in a specific way, with our own engine, we can just make it. We're limited only by our vision.
Exodus is such an insanely gorgeous game for like those visuals in the surface environments. I am very, very excited to see like improvements upon that. The enhancements look really fucking cool. Circling back to what they were just talking about, because I mentioned it and then they mentioned it, I think this is gonna be a very like massively powerful and resonating narrative. Just the fact that, what Metro is about, what it's always been about, and their real world influences, experiences, what's currently going on, the fact that they are working on the game, while at war, needing to either relocate or, choose to be in these like safer places while they can still work on it. Like I can't even imagine it, like obviously I speak from a position of being lucky enough to have never being in a war zone. Like, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be in a war zone. So genuinely, like, there's like a twinge of sadness to it that I really feel for these guys and anyone who's, in any sort of situation like this, and the way that they're using that experience and trying to, turn it around to tell their story and to do it passionately, especially fueled even further by what's going on, is very, very powerful stuff. So them talking about it just really, really hits a chord.
We get to take advantage of the strengths of every game in the franchise before it. With Metro Exodus, our engine enabled us to be early pioneers of ray tracing. This time, we have focused on rebuilding our implementation of this technology to bring a more tuned and performant experience that is still nothing short of stunning and hauntingly beautiful.
Our tools give us the ability to make a world as dense, realistic, and believable as we can imagine. They allow us to make a metro feel tangible. You can walk into a room and it behaves like a real place.
Nothing is prefabricated. Everything is unique and grounded. There has to be a physical, plausible reason for something to exist or be designed in a certain way. So, when you walk into that room, it's clear a person lived there. You can feel what they were doing right before they left or died.
We call these moments frozen stories. It's a moment frozen in time. The tea spilled on the table, the unfinished card game, the bags at the door, the corpse holding an unloaded gun with shells all around the floor. It tells you what happened there without a single line of a dialogue.
The goal of these frozen stories is to push your imagination further, immerses the player, and gives those who are curious many opportunities to explore and learn more about the world of Metro. But not all the stories in Metro are frozen.
The ones at the beating heart of the Metro are about the people.
Our games are based on and inspired by the novels of the author, Dmitry Gluchovsky, an outspoken critic of the invasion of Ukraine.
His courageous stance has come with a personal price, a life in exile from his home country, Russia, where dissent is a crime. We've crafted this new story together, united by our shared values of freedom and truth that have been shaped by the harsh reality of the world around us.
So, we're going back to the tunnels and leaning into what makes Metro, Metro. The intensity of darkness, the intimacy of closed spaces, and the feeling that every step forward, every decision made, has a cost.
The cost of silence, the horror of tyranny, the price of freedom. We want players to walk away with a deeper understanding of what that means. We want you to feel it and question it.
How will you survive? Who will you trust? What would you do to live another day in darkness? You're asking the wrong questions. It's all about you.
This is just a first look for now, and we can't wait to show you more.
To our fellow Metro community, our friends, our family, thank you. For the patience, for all the support and love we have seen in your messages, content, and replies. But first of all, to our defenders.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
If you thought that's all you were going to get, we have more. Here's your first in-game look at Metro 2039, captured from a mix of gameplay and cinematics.
Nice. We get a little bit of a gameplay bit at the end, which I'm excited to look at in a second, but hugely powerful first look because it's personal, deeply fucking personal, and this is where the most powerful stories and narratives or just anything creative comes from, is it comes from deeply personal experiences, because that's where our creativity comes from when we want to get something out into the world, and usually it's through artistic expression as it helps us work through these things. This is absolutely one of the more personal narratives that we're going to see, and implemented in an existing series that already touches on it. Original author coming in, Dmitry, who's been exiled from Russia because of this perspective of, hey, would freedom be so bad? Yeah, apparently that's a controversial take. It's ridiculous. Fucking amazing first look to also give us hey, this is going to be deeply relatable to us, but it's still intrinsically Metro, because that's the story. and they were talking about their Frozen stories. The environmental storytelling goes crazy all the time. Isn't he just a cutie? Tiny bit. Oh, the visual of the dark one in his head, though. That's sick. This is very cool. I loved their mention of it's not a romanticized post-apocalypse, right? Because there's so many different perspectives and so many different takes on how a post-apocalyptic society takes shape, however many years after Fallout. And I refer to nuclear Fallout, not the game series Fallout, about building theme parks. But this is such a valid stance and take of like, post-apocalypse is a human-caused event. This is just a massive like presentation of human consequence and the darkness of humanity, what we are unfortunately capable of, what we do, and seeing the very like brutal the brutal result of that. It's not like, hey, we're all have it. There's hope, obviously, right? But it's not like, hey, look at what we built over here and we've got this place, and you know, there's no, it's not a place for whimsy, but there is always a place for hope and positivity. You know, there are communities that share stories together and share hope, and there's a positive narrative because hope is always a guiding light. But getting this sort of story development that what's going on in the Metro right now with our Spartan hunter, the fact that we seem to be a former, we're trying to scratch this shit off. I guess we stood up to that, didn't want to be a part of that. It's crazy. This visual is awesome. That's Metro 2039. Genuinely so fucking excited for that. No release date. I think they just said it was winter 2026, so it should be coming out towards the end of the year. Very cool presentation. I'm really excited for Metro 2039. I hope everybody else watching this is excited and will join me for my playthrough of it as well. I'm going to be playing this, but I'm going to play Metro Awakening, the VR title, first, because I intended to play that a while ago, just haven't got around to it yet. Because when I first started playing Metro 2033, I was like, holy shit, this would be such a good like VR experience in terms of how much they like to push immersion. I could just see how a VR experience could work, you know, not as like its main direction, but as like, you know, something to explore. Lo and behold, a few years later, Metro Awakening actually released. There is a VR Metro, and yeah, life's just been very busy, so I will be jumping into that one. Keep an eye out for that one if you'd like to see it, as well as Metro 2039. 2026 is so stacked with games, it's actually quite insane. Like, I get to play video games for a living, which I am very lucky to do. And even then, I can't make room for all of the new releases, plus all of the other games in my backlog in seemingly good time. But hey, always working through the backlog, always aiming to do some really good Let's Plays on the channel, and Metro 2039 I think is going to be a really, really big one. So thank you so much for joining me for my reaction to this first look, and I will see you in the Metro 2039 Let's Play.